We'll call this meeting to order. This is the joint meeting of the Community Facilities Districts, City of Buckeye, Arizona, for the districts listed. And this is for June 3rd, 2025. Can we have the roll call, please?
Board Member Yonker is absent. Board Member Berry?
Here.
Board Member Goodman?
Present.
Board Member Hagestad is absent. Board Member Beard?
Here.
Vice Chair Hustis?
Here.
Mayor Osborne.
Present. Thank you very much. Item number 2 is the Community Facilities District action items. 2A, Board of Directors to hold a public meeting regarding the adoption of the final budgets for fiscal year 2025 and 2026 and establish a tax levy rate for the property within districts upon the assessed valuation of the property within each district, subject to ad valorem taxation. A certain sum upon each $100 of valuation sufficient to raise amounts estimated to be required in the annual budget for all fiscal year ending June 30th, 2026 for these community facilities districts listed. And presenting, we have Mr. Larry Price.
Tonight is the second phase of the three-phase practice that the city, the CFDs are using for the adoption of the budget and property tax levy. On May 20th, y'all met and adopted a tentative budget which established the upper spending limits for the Community Facilities District. Resolution and the Exhibit A of the budget numbers was published once a week for 2 consecutive weeks, along with the notice of this public hearing where any and all of the property owners can come and speak for or against or in favor of any of the revenues and expenditures. Tonight, you'll be asked to adopt the final limitation, the final budget. In 2 weeks from now, you'll meet to adopt a property tax rate and levy. The final budget adoption does not do. It does not adopt a property tax. It does not adopt a property tax levy. It does not authorize general obligation bonds. And it does not authorize special assessment district revenue bonds. All of those will come to you under separate cover for separate actions at a future meeting. But tonight is just the second phase of setting the limitations on the spending levels for the CFDs. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions from the board on this? I'm seeing none. We have to have a public hearing, so we will open a public hearing for agenda item 2A. Do we have any speaker request cards?
Mayor, there are no speaker request cards.
Okay, and anybody from the public wishing to speak? I'm seeing none, so we will close the public hearing. And board, what is your pleasure for item 2A?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve item number 2A as an atom.
I have a motion for approval. I need a second.
Second.
I have a motion for approval and a second on item 2A. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And opposed? And 2A passes unanimous. On item number 3, consent agenda items and new business, approval of items on the consent agenda. All items with an asterisk on the consent agenda are considered to be routine matters and will be enacted by one motion and vote of the Board of Directors. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a board member requests. This section may include the approval of minutes from previous meetings. Board, for the consent agenda, what is your pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve consent agenda items 3A through 3L as in Lincoln. Second.
I have a motion and a second for approval of the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And opposed? And the consent agenda passes unanimous. Item number 4 is adjournment. With nothing else on the agenda, we are adjourned.